This is 1 hour at home boxing workout where I will demonstrate and break down warm-up, shadow boxing drills, virtual sparring, agility footwork drills, conditioning circuit and cool down. The best part is that it requires absolutely no equipment, so you can save this workout and complete it whenever you decide to train at home because of the lack of time, gyms in your area or any other reason. Welcome back to the channel. In case you're here for the first time, my name is Andriy Hotin. I am former amateur boxer and active coach from Ukraine. On this channel we help boxers level up their game with Eastern European methods. Alright, and now the intro is over and I will comment what I am doing in the video. And as per usual, I start my workout with a good warm-up to get my body going. Even though I know that this workout will be relatively light and I will mostly shadow box, I don't skip the warm-up because it's still the most important part of the workout. I believe that because the warm-up prepares you physically and mentally to perform at your best, just like in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. You can see me doing a bunch of different exercises and these are the ones that help me best, but you should definitely try crafting your own signature warm-up that will make you battle ready. Just make sure to go through main muscle groups, joints and tendons with different exercises. A good warm-up should last from 10 to 15 minutes on average. Also, I recommend to do it the same every single session so you can build that ritual that will set up your mind for work. A clear sign of a good warm-up will be that feeling inside like you're the prime Mike Tyson ready to destroy everyone. Okay, the warm-up is over and you can see that I'm sweating right now and I am ready to go to the shadow boxing drills. And the first drill will be pretty simple and I will practice it in the frontal stance or the square stance. We don't really use it to fight but to practice our fundamental skills. So the drills looks like this. I throw 2 punches forward with steps forward, then with the third step I touch the floor. Then I get up and throw 2 punches moving back and touch the floor. And I repeat this process over and over again. Let's go. In this drill I use the switch step footwork. That means that when I throw my right hand I take a step with my left foot, and when I throw my left hand I take a step with my right foot when I'm moving forward. But when I'm moving back I throw my right hand with the step of my right foot and my left hand with the step of my left foot. This drill right here is very good because it teaches you to transfer your body weight, rotate your hips, rotate your shoulders and move your head after each attack so you don't get hit. After short rest, let's move to our second drill, which we're gonna practice in the fighting stance. So get in your stance, then I want you to take a step forward and with the second step forward throw the jab, then move rear foot closer. Then I want you to go back. So 1 step back and with the second step back I will throw the jab. But I don't throw it like this with the step of the rear foot. I take the step of the rear foot and as I bring this foot closer I throw the jab. Then I move to the side like this and to the right like this. So that's the drill, let's go. This drill is pretty basic, but it teaches you the important skill of being able to throw punches while taking steps and moving in any direction. Okay, now let's practice the cross and all the other punches. Being able to attack while moving forward, backward or to the sides is a great skill because it makes you way more versatile and dangerous at any point in the fight. So that's why this simple drill is so good. Right now I'm doing the easier progression and I'm throwing only single punches, but later in the video I will be moving forward, backward and to the sides and throw combinations. Okay, in the next drill we're gonna practice our defensive and offensive skills together. So the drill looks like this. I can throw 2 straight punches starting with the jab or cross, and after that I can exit with 2 rolls. So that's the first option. And the second option is to start with 2 slips and after 2 slips I can throw 2 hooks and exit. So that's the second option. So you just repeat those 2 options over and over again. Let's go. The main idea of this drill is to focus on your defensive actions after and before every single attack. That's a very important aspect of boxing because before thinking of how to hit your opponent, you should think of how not to get hit by him. And before you can successfully dodge all the punches in the fight, you should be able to do that in your training first. And now we are ready for the last shadow boxing drill, which we're gonna split in two halves. In the first half, I will move forward and backward and throw combinations. So I will take steps forward, then I will throw a combo, and once I'm near the wall, I will start moving back and throw any combo I want. That's the first half, and in the second half, I will move laterally and throw combinations. So I will move to the left and right and throw combos. Let's go. I'm taking off my socks, and that means that the workout about to get serious. I have limited space in my room, and I will change the direction of movement after every single attack, and that's actually a good thing because it makes things more interesting. I try to add some versatility in my shadow boxing, that's why I try to throw different combinations most of the time. Here, as I'm moving laterally, you can see me doing defensive moves after every single attack to exit. And now we're moving to the most interesting part of the training, which is the virtual sparring. So basically, I will stay in front of my laptop and shadow box with myself. So basically there is me on the video, and I will stay here and I will react to what I throw from the screen, and in the real life I will react to that and fight like an against a real opponent. So actually it's a good shadow boxing material because it helps you develop your reflexes, it helps you to stay focused, and the best part that it helps you with some tactical things. For example, this time on the screen I will be fighting as a southpaw, so in the real life I will be acting like I am fighting a southpaw, so I will have to keep my lead hand engaged, I will have to position my left hand a little bit to the side so I can line up my cross and stuff like that. So I will be giving you tips as you're listening to voiceover and watching how I am fighting myself. Let's go! For each round of the virtual sparring, I have a different assignment. For example, in the first round, I am allowed only to throw my lead hand. Having different assignments is a good idea because it makes me start slowly and focus on different aspects of my boxing game. In the virtual sparring, the laptop stays stationary, but I still trying to move in out of the range. I also go to the sides, not to stay static because I wouldn't in a real fight. And just like that, I went to the end of the first round. Here I am ready to go in the round number 2, in which I am allowed to throw my rear hand but only once per attack. And now let me share some tactics for fighting as an orthodox versus a southpaw. First of all, I try to position my left foot more to the left, so if I were against a real opponent, I would outstep him and line up my cross. The second tip is circling to the left while throwing punches to have a better angle of attack. And the last tip is to always play with your lead hand to remove his lead hand and land punches. Before I move to the last round of the virtual sparring, I wanna let you know that this specific workout is from the KO Boxing Package, which is a training plan that has everything you need to level up as a boxer. It is designed for fighters of different levels with access to different equipment or no equipment at all. So if you wanna see the real gains, get the KO Boxing Package, first link in the description. Then I practiced freestyle sparring for 2 rounds where I was allowed to use my best skill set to fight against a southpaw, and I went straight to the 5th round to show you how I am fighting as a southpaw versus southpaw, so I have to change my stance in this round. And here you can see me significantly slowing down because that's a new stance and it's a bit unusual for me, so I keep it slow and practice my skills. Okay, now I finished the virtual sparring, and the next for me is agility footwork drill. So it's pretty simple. I will bounce on my foot and I will swing my other leg. And to this rhythm I will add punches. So I will throw any punches I want. That's the drill. This drill is quite simple, but once you bounce long enough you will feel your calves burning like hell. That is why this drill is so good for conditioning, especially for outfighters who have to move on their toes all fight long. And now, as I finished all skill-specific aspects of my training, I will hit the conditioning circuit to strengthen my body. And the first exercise will be knuckle push-ups. Let's go! And let me give you a few tips for knuckle push-ups. First of all, keep them narrow. Second of all, don't hyperextend your elbows. And the last tip is to lean on the 2 front big knuckles while doing them. After some very short rest, I am proceeding to do the clapping push-ups, and in this exercise the goal is not the quantity but the quality, so I try to push myself up as high as possible in every single rep. After hitting shoulders, chest and triceps, I went to train my lower body with some jump squats. And here is a small tip for this exercise: don't paralyze your hands and use them to help yourself jump higher and find your rhythm. And after some short rest, I went to do switch jump lunges. In this exercise, I try to jump as high as possible, and you can see me using my hands to pull myself up to fly higher. Doing two jumping exercises back to back is really good to condition your mind as well. Then I started building that six-pack abs with balance tucks. That's a good exercise to build that core strength with no equipment, but I recommend doing it on a carpet so you don't hurt your skin on the back like me. And then practically without rest, I proceeded to do sitting core twists, and at first it feels like you could do them all day long, but then it starts hitting hard, and you see me fall pretty quickly. That was it for the conditioning circuit, and now I'm doing the cool down, and the first exercise is the hamstring stretch. Then you can see me hitting the butterfly pose, and generally, usually for the cool down, I do some static stretches and mobility exercises because they help me to loosen my muscles and reduce that tightness. By the way, I guess if you're watching so far, you're enjoying this video and it is helpful for you, so please make sure to be subscribed and hit that like button because it will help me promote my channel. Alright guys, that was my at-home boxing workout. I definitely recommend you try it, and if you want a full program that will take your performance and confidence to the next level in and outside the ring, check out the KO boxing package, first link in the description. Thanks for watching and stay sharp!